predict the links most clicked on are getting even better. In fact, this helps explain why Mr. Trump has been getting so much coverage, says Matt Hindman of George Washington University. Equally important, ecosystems of political online publications have emerged on Facebook, both on the left and the right. Pages such as Occupy Democrats and Make America Great can have millions of fans. They pander mostly to the converted, but in these echo chambers, narratives can form before they make it into the wider political world. They have helped build support for both Bernie Sanders and Mr. Trump, but it is the latter's campaign, friendly media outlets and political surrogates that are masters at exploiting social media and its mechanisms. A case in point is the recent speculation about the health of Mrs. Clinton. It started with videos purporting to show Mrs. Clinton suffering from seizures, which garnered millions of views online. Breitbart News, an alt-right web publisher that gleefully supports Mr. Trump, Stephen Bannon, the site's boss, took over as the Trump campaign's chief executive officer last month, picked up the story. I'm not saying that, she had a stroke or anything like that, but this is not the woman we're used to seeing, Mr. Bannon said. Mr. Trump mentioned Mrs. Clinton's health in a campaign speech. Rudy Giuliani, a former mayor of New York, urged people to look for videos on the internet that support the speculation. The Clinton campaign slammed what it calls deranged conspiracy theories, but doubts are spreading and the backfire effect is in full swing. Such tactics would make Dmitry Kiselyov proud. The age of neutral journalism has passed, the Kremlin's propagandist-in-chief recently said in an interview. It is impossible because what you select from the huge sea of information is already subjective. The Russian government and its media, such as Rossiya Segodnya, an international news agency run by Mr. Kiselyov, produce a steady stream of falsehoods, much like fake news sites in the West. The Kremlin deploys armies of trolls to fight on its behalf in Western comment sections and Twitter feeds. Its minions have set up thousands of social media bots and other spamming weapons to drown out other content. Information glut is the new censorship, says Zeynep Tufekci of the University of North Carolina, adding that other governments are now employing similar tactics. China's authorities, for instance, do not try to censor everything they do not like on social media, but often flood the networks with distracting information. Similarly, in post-coup Turkey, the number of dubious posts and tweets has increased sharply. Even I can no longer really tell what is happening in parts of Turkey, says Ms. Tufekci, who was born in the country. This plurality of voices is not in itself a bad thing. Vibrant social media are often a power for good, allowing information to spread that would otherwise be bottled up. In Brazil and Malaysia, social media have been the conduit for truth about a corruption scandal involving Petrobras, the state oil company, and the looting of one MDB.